So second, here we go, I like this one. Second thing we must do to possess, to take ownership and dominate, say dominate that thing, God's blessing is, we must accept what God gives you. Or said it differently, accept how God chooses to bless you. Look at our text here. Look at verse 5. He says, now we remember the fish. We ate freely. They're not thinking, or they're not accepting what God has given. Look at verse 7. It says, now the manna. So God said, verse 6. But now our whole being is dried up. There is nothing at all except this manna before our eyes. They failed to accept how God chose to bless them, thus that they could not then possess and dominate that thing. So if you're going to possess God, if you're going to go through all this, listen, if you're going to go through all this, whatever you're going to go through to prepare and position yourself, be accepting of what God bless you with. It may not be just what you think, but if God puts it in front of you, it's what you need. Third thing we must do to possess or to take ownership and dominate, we must employ God's blessings, meaning make use of. Employ means to make use of it. So again, if this was $100 or even this dollar, I wrote on this dollar, I don't know what it means. It may even be not me per se. I may get this into a retail establishment. Somebody else might get this 3 weeks from now and see what I wrote on here. Dominate for the glory of God. Somebody may say, I understand what this person wrote on here, and I'm going to use this for the glory of God. So we must employ the Lord's blessing if we're going to possess and walk in God's blessing. We must make use of, and if I could add, we must make good use of what God has chosen to bless us. So it's not good enough, family, for you just to accept it. You must now make good use of it. And it's as if you give me something in this place to honor me for my role here as pastor, and I accept it, but I don't make good use of it. You may give me a devotional book. You may give me a new journal to write in. But it was a desire that God placed on you to give to me. And I accept it, but I don't employ it. I don't make no use of it. That I am not dominating God's blessing in my life. Oh, man. Who's to say that through this journal that is given to me, that by me making use of just a journal, that God can write some thoughts on this paper here that could change a world, change a family, change my very own life. But if I don't employ the blessings that God has given me, then I am not dominating and taking possession of. It's not good enough that I just take the journal and put it on my bookshelf. I must make use of that. I must dominate that thing that God can bless. I was asking the Lord for 5,000. I only got 2,300 from them. Man, I'm happy. I got 2,300. I'm going to enjoy God's blessing. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to employ that 2,300. Oh, shit. Come on, somebody. Get with me on this here. Dominate that thing. Dominate that thing for the glory of God. It's not about you. It's about His glory. You'll get yours. He'll give you your moment to feel good and all that stuff here. But it's about God's glory. God said, you know what? He said, my parent, I can't think of the scripture right now. He says, if you are faithful over the smaller thing, the few, I'll make you ruler over. If you can dominate where you are right now, if you can dominate where you are right now, God's saying in His word, I will make you ruler over much, much more than you can even fathom. But first, it starts your ability to possess, take ownership, and dominate where you are right to possessing now God's blessing. What's going to keep you and I? What's going to keep you and I from really possessing God's blessing? First one we see in our text here, point number one, is complaining will hinder you from taking possession of and dominating what God has blessed you with. You may take possession of that, but your complaining will preclude you or prevent you from dominating it. Because you are so focused on complaining all the time, that your mind is filled with complaining, that you can't see how God wants you to dominate it, because all you're doing is complaining. Yes, you have possession of $100 in your hand, and God is saying he wants you to dominate it, but all you do is complaining. God, I asked you for 500, all I have is 100. Nah, 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 nah. What? You're not allowing God to speak now into you so you can dominate it. So it will be a hindrance or a barrier to you taking possession of and dominating that thing if you are given to complain.